Hello. Uh, in the situation, I want to tell you about the most memorable event for me in the past. In the past, when I was the third grade of elementary school, I had a fatal accident and still remains. At the time, preciously at school break, I was playing with my friend. At the time, I was playing a catch with my friend. I tried to run to and fro and tried not to be touched by my friend. Uh, well, when I ran around my friend, I realized that I'm bumped into a friend of mine and found that my lips hit their forehead. Uh, as a result, the upper part of my lips is torn and produce a lot of blood. I cried and screamed in pain. Later, I was taken by my senior to the nearest doctor house. But when I arrived there, it turned out that the doctor could not handle it. After that, I was taken to the hospital by my teacher using a car and undergoing a preciously seven lip surgery process. Shortly after, the operation was finished and I was immediately taken home. Uh, uh, when I got home, my grandmother cried, saying my situation at the time and thanks a lot for my teacher who helped me. Uh, as time went on, the stitches on my lips uh, dried up. However, the stitch became a slight lump on my lips. My mother and I tried various ways to deflate the lump, but the result did not exist. Uh, the incident made me become less confident with everyone, but I tried my best to cover my shortcomings. Then I tried to consult with a doctor about this, and it turned out that it was called colloid, where if I want to handle it, I have to do plastic surgery on my lips. I think that plastic surgery cost uh, must be large, and my family certainly cannot afford to leave it. Uh, Finally, the lump was still on my lip. However, and right now, I'm trying to collect my own money so that I can do surgery on my lip. Uh, okay, thank you.
Hello everyone, good morning. My name is Akbar and I will tell you about my most memorable story. I think it's not the most, but it's still memorable. And actually, this is task from the step that we have to finish. So I'll tell you about my trip when me and my family come back here from Nusa Tenggara Timur. So after we finished packing on Kefamnano, we went to a harbor there, and when we got there, the weather is so bad, so that the ship got delayed, and then we choose to stay on a hotel for one night. And the next day, when the weather is clear and we can go, we sail from Kefamnano, and actually that is my first first time on a ferry boat, and I was scary for the first time. But on the next day, it was become good. The service from the ship is great, and the food there was delicious. And from the boat, we can see a lot of things like clear sky and blue sea, and we can see some dolphins swimming around our boat. And it takes about 3 to 5 days, if I remember correctly, to get to Java from there. And after several days, we landed on Java. I don't remember where is it exactly. And after we get there, we visit a restaurant, a Padang restaurant, and that is my first time on a Padang restaurant, because in Kefamnano there is no restaurant like Padang or something else. So after that, we continue our trip back to home in Ungaran. It still takes some days, several days to get here. So after we got here, we were welcomed by my grandfather, my grandmother, and cousins. And the first time I get there, I was a bit surprised because the house here in Java is small compared to houses on Kefamnano, and on Kefamnano there's not much houses, and when I got to my new house here on Ungaran, I got to play outside with my brother. And we play, we use bicycle to going around our village, and I suddenly bumped into a big car, and I was panicked that time, and I ended up crying on the street. And the next day we tried to play kite on a field near our home, but my brother and I doesn't know how to fly at night firstly, so some children around there, our neighbor, help us and teach us how to play a kite, so that I can fly some kite after that time. And that is my beginning of my story on Ungaran. and it was about 2006. It was 13 years ago, if I remember correctly. And I think that's all from me. Thank you for watching and goodbye.
Hey, my name is Hafiz. I will tell you an unforgettable event. This event occurred about 3 weeks ago. The incident occurred when I went to college. It was sunny morning because there is a physics course. I left as usual from home at 7 a.m. And as usual, before leaving I had breakfast first because it was still early. Because physics course start at 7:30 a.m., I ride my motorcycle slowly, casually, and in a hurry because physics lessons are still a bit long. On my trip, I breathed fresh air. I enjoyed driving this morning, but this did not last long because after that I encountered a congestion point. Because the road was jammed, I chose an alternative route for faster. But it turned out that the road was also jammed. Finally, I have to enjoy this traffic jam. Finally, I was able to get the past traffic jam. And I was almost on campus. When I was crossing my road on the left side of the road, suddenly someone was crossing from the right side without using a turn signal. And he didn't look left and right first. Then I heard loudly because beside me at that moment there was also a car that was passing. Then the person was shocked and finally she fell right in front of my motorbike. So I stopped and asked about the person's condition. The mother was not hurt at all, but the child who was riding in front of the mother was injured on the leg. So I rushed to take the child to the nearest clinic to get help. After arriving at the clinic, then the child is immediately handled by a doctor who is on guard at the clinic. After that, I'm getting out of the handling room. I accidentally met my uncle. Even though I will not tell this incident to my family members, so I have to tell about this. And it turned out that my uncle was even proud of me for helping the other. The clock struck at 8:30 a.m. Then I rushed straight to the class where I had to come because there was a task that had to be collected at the hour. Luckily, there is no problem if I leave late. After class end, my friends asked me why I could be late for up to 1 hour. Then I told him what happened, and some of my friends laughed because they had also experienced it. They also meet the mothers who ride motorbikes when they turn without using a turn signal, or using a turn signal but it won't turn at all. So it is my unforgettable event. I hope you enjoy my stories. Okay, thank you for.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Gusta Sheful Arifin. You can call me Gusta. I will talk about my most memorable story. Alright, here we go. That day, I was on a long holiday. But I don't have any activities. Therefore, I feel bored at home. Because my parents and my brothers were also on a long holiday, we decided to go to the beach. But my mother didn't join because she had something to do in our house. The beach were located in the valley, and because of that, the roads is uphill and downhill, and it makes us hard to go to there. We went to the beach with our motorcycle. It takes to 1.5 hours to be on that beach. We went to the beach uphill and downhill. When we get to the beach, we went to the location that's near the valley. Because it's near the valley, the sun is blocked by that valley, and it makes a cool atmosphere. I saw so many things, like people fishing and the wave going to the shore and the birds singing. Yes, there's a bird singing there. I play with my brother some of the sand in the shore. It's so beautiful that I don't remember my time. I don't remember time. And after we play some games, I feel hungry. We went to the shop near the beach to eat. But we realized that the weather is getting cloudy. I don't realize it, either that my father nor my brother. Because of that, we decided to go home fast. Yes, it's hard to explain, but on the road, the rain suddenly arrived. We stopped at the nearest mosque to so we don't get wet, and we talk about things while we wasting our time, and to makes the rain to until the rain subsides. When the rain subsides, we continue our journey to go home. But in the road, we saw some mango village. The mango is so special. It's really juicy and delicious. Because of that, we decided to buy some. We buy the mango like 2 kilograms, and the shopkeeper is very nice to us that he give us some of the mango free. We don't expect that, but we accept it. After that, we continue to go home with our mangoes and our memory about that place. Thank you.
Hello, friend. I have uh, the most memorable story or moment. Let me tell you. One day in afternoon, after Asar and before Maghrib, when I was in vocational high school in Wonosobo, I and my family, I and my friend would performing keroncong music band in EduTech Fest event in Wonosobo. We played keroncong because to show people that keroncong music still exists in that era. First, we were checking sound. It took about 15 minutes to check sound. After finished check sound, the vocalist gave an opening sentence before we played. But after the vocalist said, "Selamat menikmati," suddenly the storm came with the heavy rain and the strong wind. We panicked. Because of that, the electricity went out and we had to wait the electricity to recover. Finally, after we were waiting for the electricity to recover, we performed after Isha. Thank you and say bye.
Halo, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Rizky, and now here I wanna tell you about my unforgettable story in my life. One of my unforgettable experience was when I beat the clock ran in time zone in my town. It happened when I was 7 years old. I managed to get 3 animal dolls from the claw machine, and it was very happy and proud of myself at the time. It was on school holiday,
My parents took me and my sister to mall to a shopping mall in my town. We arrived at the mall at 11 a.m. in morning. The first thing that we did when we arrived at mall was accompanying my mother to to go shopping. She bought our daily needs such as toothpaste, soap, detergent, vegetable, fruit, chicken, and many more. After that, we went to KFC to have lunch. When we were in KFC, I told my mother that I want to go to time zone so much. I want to time zone so much, mother. Yeah, something like this, something like that. She gave me permission. So when we have finished our lunch, we went to the third floor when the time zone was located. My mother bought me 5 coins to play in time zone. I walked around with my sister trying to find an interesting game to play. I moved the claw. No. I saw the claw machine. Yeah. After a couple of minutes, we decided to the claw crane because there were so many animal dolls inside. and it was going to easy to get some of them, we think. I insert the coin to the machine and give it a try. I moved the claw to a lion doll and then I press the grab button. The claw grabbed the doll and lift it to block it to the drop zone. Just before it reached the drop zone, the claw lost its grip and let the doll fall. After that, I decided to try it more time, but it failed for the second time. I was about to leave the claw machine when my sister decided to give it one more chance. My sister moved the claw slowly. She successfully brought the doll into a drop zone, and we got our first doll. When I saw it, I decided to try it too, and for the second time we made it. It's very happy. It's amazing, so amazing, so great. So at this moment we already got the doll and we still have 1 coin with us. We decided to give it one last try and we won again. So we get 3 dolls in total. That is some unforgettable story on experience in my life. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hi, I'm Ali Bagasatanto. I want to share an unforgettable experience for me. It was 3 days before the SBMPTN test was conducted and I fell ill. I did not get treated, but I got a cold which caused me to be unable to focus on studying for the SBMPTN test. Even though I went to the doctor and took medicine according to the rules and hoped that when the SBMPTN test my condition had improved. But fate said differently. My condition was even worse when I did the SBMPTN test. When spitting the SBMPTN test, My head felt heavy and dizzy, while my nose continued to snot. What made it even worse was that I forgot to bring a tissue to wipe the snot, to the point that the examination supervisor, who gave me a tissue to wipe the gums, and that made me feel ashamed. Luckily, when before and after the test, there was my father who escorted me. In the car, I just slept, and while I was sick, I could not learn to the full, which made me feel worried about the result of my MPTN test. 2 days after the MPTN test, my condition improved. During the waiting, I felt very unsure about the result of the SPMPTN test, so that it made me try to find private university if they could not be accepted in public university. At that time, I had asked the senior high school class and my friend who had registered at Amikom Yogyakarta. But luckily, when the announcement of SPMPTN test, I was accepted at Semarang State University with a major in computer science. That's all my experience. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, welcome back with me, Dea. In this video, I want to tell you about my memorable stories, about my memorable moments in the past. Okay, I want to tell you about my happy stories. It's about makrab with my friends. We makrab in Buluk Beach. The location in the Gunung Kidul, Yogyakarta. In the Buluk Beach, we rented a villa. And we gathered in my house. We live at 10 a.m. and we in the Buluk Beach. Yeah, it's around Zuhur, 12 p.m. After we in the Buluk Beach, we clean the villa and prepare to the next event. When afternoon come, some of us going to beach to enjoy the seawater, to enjoy the sunset. Yeah, they're playing, they're taking a picture, yeah, selfie like that, and some of them just relaxing in villa. We playing games, we listening to music, we watching videos, and yeah, like it. When the night come, we continue the event. We get the awards to my friends. The awards start from small change, fears, diligence, disciplines, and much more. Much more awards. After getting the awards, we eat together. We eat with chicken. Yeah, we eat in the beach. Yeah. After that, we cleaning our dinner, and after we clean our dinner, we talking about everything. We tell a story. We say what we want to say. Like it. We playing game too. We are having fun, and we talking until at night. And after that we sleep, and in the morning we pray together. So we pray together, we exercise morning, and we enjoy the rising sun. It's so beautiful, I can't forget it. And the weather is so cold, but yeah, it's okay. It's so sorry. And after that we breakfast. We breakfast with noodle and egg. We breakfast together, and after breakfast we clean again. We prepare to back to home. It's so memorable story, so memorable moment. I can forget when we can makeup. In the makeup we can what more familiar again. We can tell a lot story. We can convey whatever what we want to convey. I can forget this moment. Okay guys, I think it's enough. Especially I want to tell you about so long stories, but it's enough. Thanks for watching. See you in the other videos. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye bye.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everybody. Hello everybody. Hello everybody. Come meet up again with me, with my flat face, with my simple face, and with my face as normal. So in this videos, it's second videos, I want to tell to you, I'll describe to you, I will explain to you about my task, my next task, my second task in videos. So in this videos is my task, my English task. That's not the task from Miss Stephanie. What's the task? What the task is? The task from Miss Stephanie is telling, describing, and explaining. This one video one about my unforgettable experience. So I have 5 mention about these videos. First is about introducing my self identity. Second, why these videos is taken. Third, why I choose my experience, this, why this is been taken, and I tell this experience to you. Fourth, the explanation of my experience. And 5, the finish, closing. Okay. The first, my name is Ihwatullah Zamzam Tegar PhD, and I'm from Informatic Engineering to period 2018, Semarang State University, ROMBEL 1. And then the English, I think English is the most powerful language in my life, but also English is second language that I have to learn it fast. The first is Indonesian. On life Indonesia. And then second is about why this video is taken. As I say before, this video was taken because the task from my lecturer, that name is Miss Stephanie, and then I have to do to gain a mark, and I think this can improve myself intelligence to turn my to do my task to to improve myself with improve and improvisation and improve my intelligence. I hope you understand what I say. Okay, that's why, because I have a task, an English task. Okay, third, sorry. Okay, before we go to the before we go to the experience, the unfortunate experience, I will tell to you why I choose this experience. First experience is about what about my senior high school 1 year before, 3 years before. So why I choose this? Because this make me more perfect and more powerful at my life. It's proportional to everything about my logic, my feel, and my life. Okay, number 4. That is why first my identity is done. Second, why this video was taken done. Third, but why this experience is done. Okay, number 4. Number 4 is my explanation experience. Point 1. Alhamdulillahirrahmanirrahim. At senior high school, I was chosen as a chairman of student council in one period. Alhamdulillah. So after that mini program, I'm sorry, I tell this because I think this can be a private study. I hope my story can contains my value so you can reach it. Then what's my experience? My experience at senior high school is about the chairman at student council. So making a program, release it, evaluation. It's 3 the point of this. And the biggest unforgettable experience is when I choosing by my student, all of student of my senior high school at senior high school 1 Karangrayung regionals. And this that's great. I think great very much. And the 5 finish. It's all of me. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoy it. But again, if you want to have a result, you have to first do, second do, 3 do. Now first you have to think it, second prepare it, third 10 it, 4 release it, and 5 is evaluation. So that was I learned from student council. As a German, I have many negative from myself, but it can be great if you have other person to get to share about your assumption, program, and realization. Thank you very much. It's all of me. Thank you very much. Enough. I hope you like. I hope this can save me from my task. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.